Everybody on this Inspiration Monday. I'm not sure what's on the front lines of your newspaper, but here in New Haven we have Viola Davis on the front page of the paper because she took home the Oscar last night. And I want to say congratulations to you, Viola, on taking home this Oscar. It's a great honor and you have worked very hard, so I'm very happy to see you on the cover of this paper. So, congratulations to you and much more success. And we're going to get on with this Inspiration Monday. Hello everybody, I am Stephen E. for those who are new to this channel, and on Mondays I do an inspirational video and we're going to get started with that. We're going to do some reflection on what happened on Faithful Friday. There was some tools that I was able to pick up from Faithful Friday because I was able to watch the Dr. Oz show. So I'm going to do some, got to run some errands and then we're going to get into it with that video, okay? I saved y'all a lot of the boring stuff. I went and got my tea to start my day. I got a green tea with lemon, and I also went to Walgreens and I went and got envelopes. So if anybody's looking for envelopes, they're 99 cents on sale because I got a lot of mailings to do. As you guys know, I'm a screenwriter and as well as an author. So, I gotta hit the pavement and do my work. So because I'm looking for representation for my next book and my next my first screenplay, my very first screenplay that I wrote, 103-page screenplay. So you got to do your work because sometimes when you do things independently it can be hard, but I'm not gonna close out any options for myself. But back to last night in the Oscars and Viola Davis's win. If nobody has ever seen Fences, the play, or the plays or the film, I don't think the play is still around, but if you ever get the chance to see the play when it's up, you definitely have to go see it. And the original play had James Earl Jones, and then when they redid the play again, it had Denzel Washington and Viola Davis on Broadway with the play, and then Denzel made it into a film. So, and I was glad to see him do that because usually when you have remakes of something, you're kind of scary about it because if the first one was good, you never know if somebody coming back behind it can do just as good as a job. But when Denzel and Viola came back and redid the play, they did an excellent job because they're excellent performers who do their homework. They are excellent performers who do their homework. So I strive to work to the potential that they work to as being an actor. I want to have that work mentality, work that hard, and be able to create those compelling characters that they did. Also, if nobody saw Hidden Figures, it's still in the movie. So get out and check out Hidden Figures. It's an excellent film, and it has Octavia Spencer, Janelle Monáe, and Taraji P. Henson. Excellent film. Don't just look at the trailers. The trailers don't do it any kind of a justice. I mean, just the background of these women, and these women were just pioneers, and these women would not take no for an answer as far as their careers. So I was glad this was a great film. This was a great film about the history because I didn't even know about the history of what these women did. And I'm just telling you, you're not going to be disappointed if you see that film. It's a great film. Go out and see it. So, going on to today's Inspirational Monday. So we set our weeks, and we set our weeks from today all the way through Friday, and we usually take Saturday and Sunday off, but it depends on when you're really willing to start your week. But I wanted to recap on Faithful Friday, which is a Dr. Oz segment, and they talked about they had Devon Franklin, Priscilla Shirer, Carl Lentz, and Samuel Rodriguez, who is the inspirational team on there. And one of the tips that they spoke about is if you aim for nothing, you're going to get nothing. Okay? What are your goals? What are your plans? What are your dreams? What's your passion? What's your purpose? What are you aiming for in this life? Some people get into these day-to-day routines where they just get up and they go to work and they come home, get up, go to work and they come home, get up, go to work and come home, but they don't think about what they're made for, what drives them, what is the real thing that should be inspiring you to get up in the morning. Do we ever take the time to think about that? And a lot of people should really think about that, because I'm gonna tell you a story. I was working in another part of Connecticut, and I had to pull over on the side of the road. During this time, I lost my grandmother. My grandmother died due to complications with diabetes and cancer, and at that time, I was taking care of her. And I was by her bedside when she the day before she died, and I didn't want her to go, but I did say to her, I said, if you need to go, I will understand. So the next day my grandmother died, and we buried her, and I went to work. I was driving to work, and I pulled over on the side of the road, and I had to say to myself, is this it? Is this all that there is for me? What is my purpose? And that was actually the first time that I actually thought about what is my purpose. So I said, if this isn't my purpose, remove me from this situation. So I went up, got myself out of that situation, and started working towards the things that I want to do on this earth. Because that's important, because you can be in a job and not be happy and be giving all your energy to that. But what if you gave your energy to the things that do make you happy, for the things that are purposeful and are meaningful? Because like I've said in previous videos, it's not all about me, it's not all about you. We are all here to serve in some sort of capacity. So, you know, take the time to figure out what is your purpose and your passion and the things that drive you. So if you aim for nothing, you will get nothing. If you aim for something, you're definitely going to get a result. And the other thing that they said was, if you take care, I'm trying to remember exactly how it was. If you take care of the film, or if you take care of the journey, the photo will take care of itself. I'll get that quite right, and I'll post that here. But also, they had an African-American woman up there who had been looking for her husband, and a beautiful woman. She had a nice fro, well put together, educated, sophisticated, and she talked about trying to find her husband, and they gave some tips on that. But something else I wanted to add to that was something that I learned from Pastor D. Suggs, who has a church in Georgia, and the thing that she said was, in order for you to be looking for your husband, and this was directed to women, in order for you to be looking for your husband, you have to already be prepared to be a wife. Because one thing she said was, she wasn't girlfriend material, she wasn't boo material, she was a wife when her husband found her. Because one of the scriptures says in the Bible that when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. Not that he finds a girlfriend or a boo or a hookup. He finds his wife. So that means that woman is already prepared to be a wife, and that means that man should be already prepared to be a husband. So you shouldn't be waiting to get into the marriage to prepare to be husbands and wives. You should be starting your preparation now if that's what you desire. You need to be acting in those roles if that's what you desire. If you desire to be married, start acting as a husband, and women start acting as a wife. Okay? That's a good tip there from Pastor D. Suggs. If you've never heard of Pastor D. Suggs, you can find her on social media. And that tip also goes for whatever your journey is or whatever your purpose is. Start acting in those roles. Start acting in the role of your purpose. Start claiming it so everything can align in your life. If you want to be a journalist, start behaving like a journalist. If you want to be an actor, start behaving as an actor and do the work. If you want to be an author, start writing. Start the preparation. Another thing that they talk about on Faithful Friday is, one thing I'm going to say, words are very powerful. Words can determine your manifestation. Words can determine your destiny. The words that you speak and the words that others speak over your life. So that's why you got to be careful who you let know your dreams, okay? One thing they said was, if you take care of the story, the photo, if you work on the story, the photo will take care of itself, okay? If you work on the story, the photo will take care of itself. So what are you doing to develop your story? Because remember, you are the author of your book in this life. You are the author of what you do, okay? So how are you developing your story? What is the story that you're projecting out there? What is it that you want to do? What is your passion, your purpose, and your dreams? Okay. Remember, the pen is yours. You can write down anything you want. You can be anything you want. You can do anything that you want. Now, see what I just said with those words? You can, I am. Those are powerful words. Those words are setting something into motion for your life, because faith requires action. Faith requires action, because that action is the stamp on the faith. That action shows that you believe in what you are saying to yourself. That action shows you that you believe in the story, okay? Faith requires action. I hope this video has been inspirational to all of you. And as always, be blessed, and let's